Came with an X-Wing that was like the size of put the action figures in, but it comes with a big handle you put on the back. Now, I didn't ever play with this thing, but look at that thing. That thing's got to be top heavy, don't it? In 1997, Star Wars was back. I mean, it was back in the theater. Who ever thought you'd live to see the day? Yep, for the 20th anniversary of Star Wars, we got the re-release of Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. As you know it today, Star Wars Special Edition. Although the special edition you see today isn't the same special edition we got in 1997, they just kept screwing with it. Sometimes for the good, a lot of times for the worse. But 1997 didn't only bring Star Wars back to the theater, it brought Star Wars back to the stores. Now, of course, Star Wars was already in stores thanks to the action figure line in 1995 by Hasbro, other toys hitting the shelf around that time, and even in 1993, Galoob was selling Star Wars toys. But in 1997, for the push of Star Wars Special Edition, they loaded up stores. Almost every company wanted a piece of the Star Wars merchandise. So today, we're going to dig through some of those 1997 released toys or Star Wars related merchandise that you may not seen or maybe not remember. Some of these you might have had back then. Hell, who knows? You might have even been a kid back in 1997. So let's dig into 1997 Star Wars. And let's start with a pen you could get at McDonald's. Not a writing pen, a pen you could put on your shirt that said, may the fries be with you. That's not funny at all. Let's move on and check out this right here. It's kind of like Rock and Sock and Robots, I guess, but they're Darth Vader versus Skywalker with a lightsaber. Looks like a lot of fun, man. I remember seeing this toy a lot at Toys R Us. Going to Toys R Us to see what the latest action figures was, walking past this thing. Never did get it, but it always looked like it was a lot of fun. One of those said, man, if I was like 10, I would have bought that thing. And then we've got, Star Wars Valentine. Yep, stand up. You can stand up. Stand up, testify. Remember that? Have you ever had a date night? One of those can't wait. Things go a little too far. Stand up, stand. Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry. The great Mel McDaniels, R.I.P. Anyway, there we go. Star Wars. This can pass them out to your girlfriend, or the girl you want to be your girlfriend. She's like, I want a puppy dog, and she ain't gonna like you. And then we got, remember these Star Wars buddies? Remember Star Wars buddies? Little beanbag toys, and you had them all. Salacious Crumb. Oh, Salacious B Crumb. Let's not forget the B. You got Java. You got Cy Snoodles. You got Max Rebo, man. You got them all, probably. I don't remember. I know I had Max right there. I don't know why I didn't have Salacious Crumb. Maybe I did. And how about you could get a pizza with a stormtrooper on it? Man, they went all out. I would have bought a pizza every day just to get a stormtrooper on the box. You know what Pizza Hut should have done? They should have shaped the pizza like the Death Star. Why didn't they do that? That would have been awesome. And check out this right here, an electronic battleship, but it's Star Wars edition released by Tiger Electronics. Yeah, Tiger. I don't think it's technically battleship, but I think it's like battleship. I don't think they can call it battleship, but it's electric galactic battle. Yeah, it's probably about the same thing. Close enough, right? Don't give me any shit over it. And then we got Star Wars New Hope. This is one of those little books. It's like 9, it's time to turn the page. But it came with a cassette tape instead of a 45 record. And it came with some little applause minifigures. I guess, figurines maybe. They're not really figures. You can't have joints and stuff on them. Little statues, I guess. And check out this right here. Even kids could read about Star Wars in the Star Wars Kids edition of Scholastic's. Ain't all Scholastic's kid related? I've never seen an adult Scholastic's magazine. Then we got, you could dress up like Boba Fett. Oh, man, look at that. If they had that back in 1980, that's all I would have ever wore. And there's got his blaster, shoot some little styrofoam darts, and it's got a bunch of gear right there. It looks really cool. But it's as cool as this right here. Applause made a bunch of... I always want to do a video about the applause stuff. I've never gotten around to it. Maybe I should. Let me know in the comments if you think I should. Did a lot of applause stuff even before 1997. Here's one that, too, they did in 1997. Of course, you got Luke Skywalker in his X-Wing outfit. You knew it wasn't a Y-Wing outfit. Why did I even tell you that? Then Darth Vader with a lightsaber. And check out this right here, laser tag. And growing up in the 80s, you'd probably play some laser tag. But in 1997, you could play some Star Wars laser tag. And look at the gift box set. Look what all you get. You get the headphone set, kind of like they wore on the Falcon. Oh, you get the unit to put on your chest to shoot at. You get the guns. I know this is the 90s. You got to brighten up those guns. I know the toy companies, well, we do it for the safety of the kids. No, they don't. They do it so they don't get sued. That's what they do. But I don't know, man. I miss guns when they look like guns. Remember that? But if that gift set was just too big for you, you could have got the smaller one right here. You can see you got the little chest plate zoom thing right there. You got your actual target area right there. And believe it or not, that's the front of the box. It looks like, I was like, that's the back of the box. But no, then I found that the back looks about the same. I don't like a box that don't have a good window to look at. And then we've got, Rebel Force laser game. You can play some laser game that looks like Darth Vader. Or reminds me of a Darth Vader mouse I had. I don't know if that was 1997. It's probably close to it. And then we got our room alarm. Nobody's getting in your room. Not with your stormtrooper room alarm. This thing goes off when somebody walks in your room. You in your room, laying under the covers, you get your favorite baseball sock wrapped around your cock, and guess who comes in? Your little sister. Well, you can put everything away because you know she's in there because the room alarm goes off. And then you got Trivial Pursuit. Hey, Russ, you watching this? Me and my buddy Russ used to play this all the time. Sometimes if you got the card and it had a picture on the back of it, you knew it was going to be an easy question. I don't know why that is, but man, we used to play that a lot. And then we got Star Wars Monopoly. Had this. I don't know if I ever played with anybody, but I had it, and that's where I'm in the Star Wars. This is like one of the first games, like, oh, a movie out of Monopoly. Then they got carried away with it. Turned out, they probably even did The Office. I like The Office. They just make so much merchandise. It just made me sick of seeing The Office. And Shadows of the Empire, the game. I know you're saying that came out. I bought that. I paid that on my Nintendo, Junkman, in 1996. Well, you did. But it came out for Windows in 1997. That's why it's got a picture of a disc and not a cartridge. So don't question me. And then we've got some trading cards released only in Japan. Well, they did trading cards here in the United States, but I wanted to show you these from Japan. I'd never seen the box before. I thought it was kind of cool. Thought you would enjoy taking a look at it. So there, go ahead, take a look at it. No, take a look. Don't hit the fast. Don't hit the 5 seconds up. Take a look at it. Look. Okay, let's move on here. How about this right here? The Talking Bank. I had this, bought it at Kmart. Oh, it was horrible. I mean, it was kind of cool for the time. It lit up, the arms moved and everything, but it was so loud. You could hear the gear. It was just too loud. And you're like, what the hell's going on? But R2 would push the coin into the bank. Then you had the Darth Vader bank. I don't think I ever had the Darth Vader bank, but there it is right there. I think it played the Imperial March. Could be wrong about that. And then you got, how about this? A C-3PO flashlight keychain. Whew. Look at that. That looks like a lot of fun. That's going, man, you stranded out in the woods and you got this on your keychain, you ain't seeing shit. You ain't seeing nothing. And then you got the Chewbacca keychain. Chewbacca keychain. I like it. It comes with a little plastic blue key just in case you're some loser. Don't got no keys to put on it. You're like, I want a Chewbacca keychain. I ain't got no key. And it's like, well, here's a little plastic blue one. There it is. Authentic Chewbacca sounds. You know, that's the worst Wookiee impression ever. I apologize for that. I'll try to cut that out. And then you got another keychain here, Han Solo and Carbonite. I don't remember seeing this. I damn sure would have bought it. I'll think about buying it now. That's awesome. I like that. That is cool. Oh, FAO Schwartz exclusive. Now I know why I didn't buy it. Because it was probably any other keychain EO store would have been about $4 at the most. It would probably been $32 over there, FAO Schwartz. And then you got, remember this thing? Came with an X-Wing that was like the size of put the action figures in, but it comes with a big handle you put on the back. Now, I didn't ever play with this thing, but look at that thing. That thing's got to be top heavy, don't it? I can't imagine this thing being that light with this kid's just normally playing with it. Man, that guy's got some good upper strength or something. Ugh. I know you say, what about that little cockpit thing? That little cockpit Falcon that hooks through the PC. It didn't come out in 97. I think it was 96 or 98. It was one of those. It was 97. I looked it up. And then we got the Land Speeder. This is a Land Speeder with a little fan on the back. And it was just had a little remote control, like an RC, like a hovering. I don't know. I never played it, but it looks like it might have been a little bit of fun. Oh, powered RC vehicle. This is not an RC with a cord on it. And check out this right here, an X-Wing. And this is weird. This is like a big string on it. And you just go, woo, 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 woo. Like you David and Goliath when he's got a rock and a piece of leather. He could kill somebody with it. You think I'm joking? No, for real. And you swing around. You're like, oh, look at my X-Wing is flying. That's crazy. You're gonna kill your sister with that thing. Then you got a remote control R2-D2. It has a cord. Ugh. You shouldn't even be able to call it remote control if it has a cord. And you remember these right here? They did a Star Wars one here. There's like little layers, man. You put them together and it makes something. It makes a face. I have one that looked like I don't know, some kind of king dude from the Egyptian days. And then you go like this. There you go right there. Whew. And then we got, for Rose Arts, you got some push pin collector set. 12 of them. Well, I don't want to make them gold. Couldn't you smell a little bit where I made them look? I guess you wanted to look fancy. You want to look rich. Be like, hey, I got some gold. Check out this right here. Remember this? I wasn't really going to pull up like the action figure stuff. But remember this god-awful... Remember this god-awful toy? I mean, ugly Jabba. Look, he got boobies, man. Look, he's got at least an A cup. Ugh. But I guess they did it good because it looks like the ugly Jabba in the movie. I don't even know why they put that scene in there, man. It just took... Then they try to update it every time they release it on video. It just kept getting... I guess it got a little better. I don't know. That is... At least Kenner, Hasbro at the time, was saying, hey, let's make it as stupid looking as it is in the movie. They could have just took a 983 Jabba and shoved it in there, I guess. And then check out this right here. An R2-D2 bottle rocket. R2-D2's going into space. Yeah, 250 feet in the air. Man, that'd be cool. I need to get one of these for a video. Wouldn't that be cool? Me and my buddy Russ maybe go out and do the woods or somewhere. We want to do it into the field. We got to go out to the field and shoot it off. And here's the last one we're going to look at. Remember this? Two good things right there. A Boba Fett watch and a Millennium Falcon carrying case to put it in. I don't think you need a carrying case to put a watch in it. A whole watch you carry yourself, you put on your arm. But I guess at night when you take your watch off or gotta take a shower, you're like, I'm not gonna. I mean, this is an expensive watch here. It's got Boba Fett. You ever flip on the head, Boba Fett tells you what time it is. You can put it inside your little. It don't even look like it would fit in there. It's supposed to go in the case. It says it's a case for your watch. I mean, you cram it all in there, roll it up. Why do you need a case for your watch?
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.